Everyone is son of Bolivar and daughters.
Gracias a Sandino.
Thank you to Sandino.
Gracias a Sandino. Que le tocó librar una de las tantas
He wants
batallas
to free so many battles
que libró y ha librado el pueblo nicaragüense contra el imperialismo yanqui.
that the Nicaraguan people fought against the imperialism.
Que pude conocer a Chávez.
That's how I met Chávez.
Porque antes de conocer
Because
a Chávez,
before I met Chávez,
conocí a Fidel,
I met Fidel,
a Raúl, a Ramiro,
I met Raúl and Ramiro,
comandantes de la revolución. Nosotros estábamos en la batalla.
we were fighting,
La bandera de Sandino
we were raising the flag of Sandino
para alcanzar la independencia, la libertad
to reach our independence and freedom of
y
Nicaragua.
sociedad. A lo largo de la historia por el
It
imperialismo
was
yanqui.
battered throughout history
Pero
by the
Nicaragua,
imperialism,
derrotando al imperialismo
but
yanqui
Nicaragua, by defeating imperialism
desde los años 1855,
since the
Nicaragua
18th century,
invadida por los esclavistas yanquis. De ahí surgiendo los primeros himnos antiimperialistas.
from there the first
De la sangre, del alma del
rhythms,
pueblo.
anti-imperialism rhythms from the people.
Muerte al yanqui, de oro sediento. Muerte al vil y cobarde invasor. De ahí
They reclaim the
nace
death from.
el sentimiento antiimperialista del
That's
pueblo
where
nicaragüense.
anti-imperialism
Un pueblo
feeling
humilde,
from Nicaragua was reborn. A humble and working people,
que quería paz
and people who want
y
peace,
derrotó al yanqui,
and they defeated
el pueblo nicaragüense.
imperialism, the Nicaraguan people.
Destacamento de nicaragüenses, de patriotas, valientes,
The brave
encabezados
people,
por el general José Dolores Estrada,
led by General José Dolores Estrada,
heroicos,
and so many great
como el
fighters,
sargento Andrés Castro, que quedándose sin municiones, tomó
that
una
without
piedra
ammunitions,
y la lanzó contra
he took
el
a stone
yanqui
and
que
threw
se
it
lanzó al
against.
asalto y lo derribó. Y por eso decimos en Nicaragua,
That's why we say
y que no
Nicaragua.
olvidemos los nicaragüenses,
We must never forget
Andrés, lanza la piedra,
how Andres threw the
lánzala.
stone.
El enemigo es el mismo.
The enemy is the
El
same,
enemigo es el mismo, el yanqui agresor.
the imperialism.
Y luego la batalla de Sandino
Under
y de Celedón
It
enfrentaron
came
a siete
Sandino.
yanquis,
They also defeated the same
al
enemy,
ejército más poderoso de la tierra.
the most powerful army in.
Sandino logrando que no lo derrotaron los yanquis,
Imperialism couldn't defeat Sandino.
obligados a retirarse.
They were forced to withdraw from Nicaragua.
Tuvieron que admitirlo como una derrota
They have to admit a
en su
defeat
historial de guerras. Y no les quedó más alternativa
and they
a
had
los
no
yanquis que
choice
buscar las trampas, las traiciones,
to look for defeat,
el
to
diálogo,
deceit and dialogue
el diálogo para la paz.
to achieve peace.
Y Sandino, lógicamente, ella ha luchado por la paz y está convencido
And then Sandino
que
was also convinced
salida a las tropas invasoras de Nicaragua y planteando el presidente del momento,
and then
presidente
he said to the president at that time
un diálogo para la paz.
to create a dialogue to achieve peace.
Que el riesgo era enorme.
Sandino knew that there was a huge risk.
Los comandantes del ejército,
the commander of the army said so.
Pero Sandino razonaba y decía
But Sandino reasonably said
la lucha se había vuelto más compleja, más difícil,
that the fight was more complicated, more difficult, because the enemy was already gone, but the president was there.
Una persona llena de buenas intenciones. Y estaba Somoza, que habían puesto a los yanquis al frente de las tropas.
There was also Somoza, that was the head of the military
en Nicaragua. Y dándose la primera visita de Sandino,
and during the first visit of Sandino to Managua,
bajando de la montaña, con la preocupación de todos los jefes,
worrying about his well-being,
Somoza le dice a Sandino que son hermanos.
and Somoza said to Sandino that they're brothers.
Somoza y Sandino abrazados.
There's a famous picture of this.
De Judas, el abrazo de la traición, porque Somoza no era más que el instrumento de los yanquis.
Because Somoza was an instrument from the imperialism.
Un instrumento también útil.
He was a useful instrument.
No por el asesinato de Sandino, creía realmente en el diálogo, en la paz. E invitó a una cena a Sandino el 21
They
de
invited
febrero
Sandino to a dinner on February 21st
del año 1934
on 2034
para terminar de firmar los acuerdos de paz.
to sign the peace agreements. They invited him to the presidential palace.
Vaya Sandino con sus principales jefes.
Sandino attended this dinner,
Y cuando después de la cena donde estaba el presidente,
and after the dinner,
familia,
where the president was there with his families and daughters,
Sandino viene bajando para retornar a su casa, donde se encontraba alojado en Managua.
and when Sandino was returning to his home in Managua,
Lo capturan
and that's why they captured him,
por orden del Imperio Yanqui,
by orders of the imperialism,
gringo en Nicaragua, y ejecutando Somoza la traición. Lo capturan,
they captured Sandino,
lo asesinan.
and they assassinated him.
Por eso es que nosotros hemos aprendido.
That's why we have learned throughout history
Que los diálogos
that dialogues with imperialism
son una sentencia de muerte.
are a death sentence.
Una sentencia de muerte. A aceptar diálogo con imperio.
To agree with dialogue with imperialism is like wanting to buy a ticket to hell.
¿Cómo hablan? Proponiendo diálogo.
It's like they always propose dialogue.
Los mayores asesinos de la historia.
The greatest killers of history.
¿Cómo hablan? Por todos lados proponen diálogo.
They propose dialogues everywhere, and they stab everyone behind their back to destroy and assassinate. Because for them,
la hegemonía del imperio yanqui,
the hegemony of imperialism,
la esencia de esa hegemonía que es el
the essence of this hegemony, which is capitalism, and to oppress the people,
es algo que es innegociable.
it's something that is non-negotiable for
Por
them.
eso es que muchos pueblos,
That's why many people,
como en el caso de Nicaragua,
like the case of
no
Nicaragua,
tenemos más alternativa
we have no other choice
que las armas.
than to take arms.
Y entonces, con una revolución,
And
una
then
lucha revolucionaria muy costosa,
with a revolutionary fight,
logramos
we managed
derrocar
to
al
defeat
último marino que tenían los yanquis,
imperialism.
fue presidente en Nicaragua, y fue la victoria de la revolución
And that's what the victory of the Sandinista Sandinista revolution.
Y en esa fase final de la
And in this
guerra,
last phase,
contamos con la solidaridad
we have the solidarity
de Fidel.
of Fidel,
Fidel, nuestro hermano mayor,
our big brother, Fidel,
de los hombres que nunca mueren.
those men that never die.
Y estamos ya en la fase de la ofensiva final.
And we were in the last phase of the offensive.
Ya estamos en una guerra de posiciones. Ya habíamos logrado capturar los cuarteles.
We already managed to seize the headquarters of the main cities,
menos Managua,
but Managua,
y se combatía en Peñas Blancas, que es la frontera con Costa Rica. Y hacia allá tiró todas las fuerzas, somos las fuerzas entrenadas en los Estados Unidos de
those
Norteamérica,
the army trained in the United States with arms delivered by the United States,
con aviones que lanzaban bombas
with planes that threw out bombs
por los Estados Unidos de
from the United
Norteamérica.
States.
Y ahí vino Fidel,
And then Fidel
reunió allá en Cuba
he gathered in Cuba
a los hermanos latinoamericanos que
our
se
Latin American
encontraban
brothers
en el ejército, que estaban pasando escuelas, que estaban pasando
that were
entrenamiento.
training
Era el periodo
for the army.
de la lucha armada en América Latina. Y Cuba abría sus brazos a los pueblos
And Cuba
para que
opened
pudieran
its arms
defenderse.
to the people so they can defend themselves.
Reunió y le dijo
He gathered them and said
que Nicaragua, el sandinismo vivió un momento crucial, decisivo.
Nicaragua was living a crucial moment.
Ellos tenían ya una formación militar más avanzada.
They already have a
que
more advanced military
nosotros, los
training.
guerrilleros sandinistas, ya entrenados en el manejo de armas
They were already trained
pesadas que nosotros no teníamos.
in heavy arms
Por ejemplo, cañones,
like the cannons and mortar.
no había tiempo para que nosotros enviáramos gente ya a Cuba.
There were no
¿verdad?
times for us to send people to Cuba.
Quienes están dispuestos
And Fidel asked
a ir
if there's
a dar la batalla en Nicaragua.
someone to go
Ahí
and fight in
ya
Nicaragua. And many people raised their hands.
hermanos latinoamericanos,
Our Latin American
hermanos
brothers
chilenos, hermanos
from
argentinos,
Chile, from Argentina,
de diferentes naciones, y hermanos cubanos, lógicamente,
from many nations, and our brothers from Venezuela, from Cuba, they joined these forces.
que fue determinante ya,
That was crucial.
contando con morteros de 82, contando con cañones,
They brought weapons, they brought cannons
que fueron decisivos
that were
para
crucial
poder ir derrotando a las
to defeat the
élites, al
elite
batallón
forces
élite que tenía Somoza.
that Somoza has.
Y se dio esa batalla final, esa
And then
victoria
this
final,
final battle, this final
que
victory,
lógicamente es fruto de el valor, la decisión
that it
del
was
pueblo nicaragüense,
the
la
result
admiración
of
y
the
respeto
courage
que
of the
Fidel tenía
Nicaraguan
al pueblo
people,
nicaragüense.
the admiration of Fidel for the Nicaraguan
Fue
people.
Cuba la primera que divulgó
Cuba was the first who spread,
el primer libro sobre Sandino,
published
sin
the
el
first
triunfo
book
de la
about
Revolución
Sandina.
cubana. Y Fidel, con esa visión extraordinaria,
And Fidel with this extraordinary vision and
con los
commitment
pueblos,
with the people,
con Sandino, con
with
Celedón,
Sandino,
con Estrada, con Andrés Castro, con Carlos Fonseca,
with our ancestors that also fought against invaders, because the battle has been the same throughout the history. And our blood is indigenous blood. That's where our resistance comes from. And therefore, Fidel was determinant. It was crucial for the victory of the revolution. And as Bolivar also achieved this victory,
habiéndose incorporado al ejército defensor de la soberanía nacional, hermanos venezolanos,
our Venezuelan brothers,
Sandino conoció del pensamiento de Bolívar.
And Sandino knew about Bolivar ideas. And he wrote a document that he called Bolivar's dream, how to make it a reality. And that's where he stated how we should stay united. The people, the government, the army from Latin America. Sandino wrote about this. That undoubtedly what he could do is to send in to other presidents. This document was never discussed in this meeting. But it was sent to other people throughout time. And everything that was new about the Sandinista movement. How Sandino was a son of Bolivar. Fidel was a son of Martín, and also a son of Bolivar, because he fought to achieve Latin American unity. And Hugo Chávez, he was the youngest son of Bolivar. And right here I remember one of the many meetings that we have. I remember when I have the chance, the miracle, that when I was in Cuba, and Chávez also arrived in Cuba when nobody thought that Chávez would be a president of Venezuela. When there was few people from the left that looked just suspiciously after him. Fidel welcomed him in Cuba, and they invited me to a meeting in the Bolivar Square in Havana. I went there, and the historian from Havana, they presented Chávez to me. They introduced him to me. And Hugo Chávez addressed the meeting, and I was amazed to listen to him. I thought it was a miracle. It was a miracle because he was a young man with a military training, but with this foresight, this courage to address with this
Ya no
clarity.
se podía pensar que era un golpista. No, él no era un golpista, él
He
era
was a revolutionary.
Un revolucionario. Que se vino forjando y vino agrupando compañeros ahí
He was gathering
en
people
la academia, en el ejército.
in the academy and the army.
Y luego la primera rebelión,
And after that, the first rebellion
que parecía una rebelión de militares,
that looked like a
no,
military rebellion.
era una rebelión revolucionaria
It was
del
a
pueblo
revolutionary rebellion
venezolano,
from the
del
Venezuelan
pueblo
people.
de Bolívar. Y ahí cuando
And that's
Fidel lo
when
invita
Fidel invited
a
him.
él a La Habana, y Fidel lo recibe en el aeropuerto.
And Fidel received him at the airport.
La visión de Fidel. La visión de Fidel. Y después que Chávez habló,
And after Chávez addressed the meeting, I was completely amazed
de la lucidez, de la claridad,
of his
de la
clarity,
firmeza.
of his strength.
Y luego ya Fidel nos invitó a
And after that, Fidel invited us to drive with him.
En el asiento de atrás y empezamos a hacer un recorrido hasta llegar a la casa donde
And we did a tour
encontraba
throughout
alojado ahí
Havana
en La Habana.
until we get to the house of we were
Bajamos del
living at.
vehículo y estuvimos conversando un poco de
And
todo.
then
Y le
we
dije
talked for a bit.
a Chávez,
And then I said to Chávez,
viene una reunión del foro de Sao Paulo.
there's a meeting from Sao Paulo
Se va a
Forum
llevar a cabo en El Salvador.
that's going to take place in Salvador.
Que ustedes vayan allá.
It will be good that
Vayan allá. Nosotros
you
vamos a
attend to
estar
this meeting.
dando la pelea para que
We will be there
no haya problema, porque sabíamos que
because we knew
no había todavía entre lo que es la izquierda latinoamericana, no había, y siempre se dan esas complicaciones, no había
there was always complications.
claridad para entender
There was no clarity to
el
understand
proceso que está viviendo en ese momento
the process
el pueblo venezolano.
that the Venezuelan people
Ya
were
desde
underway
ese momento,
at that time.
al reunirse Chávez con Fidel,
Because then when Chavez met with Fidel,
ese encuentro,
we had that meeting.
ahí estoy hablando ya con un camarada, con un compañero.
Then I'm talking
O sea, ya no,
with
no
a
siento
comrade.
distancia,
There is no distance
sino un
between us.
militar que tengo enfrente,
There's just a
es un
military man.
revolucionario,
There's a revolutionary man,
convencido
a
que los
convinced man.
tienen que ser revolucionarios para
That
que puedan
military
ser
man must be revolutionary man,
instrumento de paz y
so they can be an
seguridad para los
instrument
pueblos.
of peace and security for the people.
Y luego, no quiero extenderme, Raúl ya me había alertado.
And after that,
No quiero extenderme. Y Raúl me está alertando, me dice que quiere que haga un mensaje como el que hicimos en un aniversario el 26 de julio, que fuimos todos para allá, y que entonces nos dijeron que hiciéramos por escrito.
they said to us to write a statement,
Lo más 5 minutos.
no more than 5 minutes.
Bueno, y fui disciplinado una vez. Fui disciplinado. Ahí. Me hicieron disciplinados los hermanos. Y bueno, preparé el discurso y
I prepared the statement.
traté de hacer, sí, el disparo en ráfaga. Y entonces 5 minutos.
And then I spoke just for 5 minutes.
Quedaron asombrados los compañeros
And they were amazed
de que había logrado un discurso de 5 minutos.
that I managed a speech of just 5 minutes.
Así es que, queridos hermanos, queridos
So,
compañeros,
dear brothers and sisters,
y podríamos pasar
We can spend all this afternoon until morning. I will never get tired to share with you what Chávez has meant and means, and how much value Chávez has. Chávez is the fight that the Venezuelan people has for throughout history. Yes, this was one of the biggest challenges of Chávez, because he always had the army. And there were some who said to him to go, not to go to the elections. As I once said when I was on the street with Chávez, that the Bolivarian revolution they managed to defeat gravity, because throughout elections it seems because Allende managed to do this and he was ousted. And Chávez had the wisdom to know that they had a people backing us, with an army, that his ideals were present, and this army will never be against the people, against a rightful government like the one. Dear brothers, I send to you my love and the love of the Nicaraguan people that always have Chávez in their hearts. We feel as our people, we feel Chávez and Fidel as part of our life and our part of our family. And the Venezuelan people, how brave they have been throughout this fight. They have been crucial. The armed forces have been crucial to turn the coup against Chávez. And so our brother Nicolás Maduro can move forward despite the imperialism, despite the blockade, despite the assassination attempts, and what said the so-called Democrats. It's all history for them. You have lived like Cuba have resisted and is still fighting 60 years of blockade. And what is the United Nations does? Nothing. What democracy are they talking about? if at the United Nations over 100 countries voted against the blockade, most countries that voted against the blockade, and there's nothing done. The blockade is still going. So there's no use for the United Nations, only to back aggressions, invasions, and terrorism against the people. And to condemn the heroic people that defends their dignity, like the Venezuelan people, and the Cuban and Nicaraguan people that are not willing to subdue to the imperialism. Don't leave the Bolivarian Revolution.